Welcome to Evanston. Penn State taking on a Northwestern team that got rolled last week at Arizona State. The Nittany Lions come in 3-0 on the season. Remember, they only won 4 games all of last year. And Conte, number 29, getting ready to receive the kick off the foot of Kevin Kelly. Penn State has not won a Big Ten opener since 1999. Will they reverse that trend today? Kelly's kick taken in the end zone, and Northwestern will starters off of it from last season. 2nd and 10, Sutton, his first carry, and he is bottled up, but somehow Tyrell is able to get a couple of yards. Giving up just over a yard per attempt in rushing. Tamba Hali, Jay Alford, Scott Paxton, and Matthew Rice on your defensive line. Your linebackers, it is linebacker you, Tim Shaw, Tyrell Sales, and Paul Posluszny. We do expect to see Dan Connor today. Alan Zamitis, Chris Sorrell, Calvin Lowry, and Anwar Phillips will be tested in the secondary. You can look for Penn State to use a lot of nickel coverage with this spread offense. 3rd and 7 for Northwestern on its first possession. Bazinet, very nifty with his feet. He's going to get the first down. Brett Bazinet does it for about 20 hours a week. Sutton on the pitch gets a good block on the outside from Eric Peterman, the wide receiver.
Go under Urban Meyer.
Mike Dunbar in his 5th year as the offensive coordinator, and Sutton breaks free again. Tyrell Sutton with touchdowns. Now 2nd and 10. There you see the option, the pitch to Sutton, and he is tackled.
Knows the play. They tell you a lot from their formation.
Now on 3rd and 9. Bazinet again, flushed out of the pocket, and a great comeback route run.
The left foot inbound.
Alan Zamitis, the cornerback, fell down on the coverage, but still a great job by Thompson to come back from its 20 to Penn State's 20. Bazinet decides to keep. 3rd and 7. They got to get to the 10 to keep this drive going, and it's good enough originally for a first down, but Tyrell Sutton, the running back, gets it, and a nice block on the right side as he was. Sutton again, this time right up the gut, and you saw him make that spin move, averaging well over that coming in, and Tyrell Sutton takes it in. Northwestern on its very first drive of the game goes 80 yards and breaks on top. 6 yards on the ground for the Wildcats. First time Penn State gets the ball. That's Derrick Williams, the very dangerous true freshman, and he has a lot of room and is just tripped up. And tight end Isaac Smolko, very, very fortunate that McGargle dropped it. Tony Hunt. We already saw Tony Hunt, and we've seen Derrick Williams as a return man. Brandon Snow, Dion Butler, and Isaac Smolko rounding that unit out. On the offensive line, Levi Brown, one of the anchors on the left side, Charles Rush, Lance Antolik, Tyler Reed, and John Wilson. 4 receivers in for the Nittany Lions. Robinson going to go on top. Safety valve pass is caught by Tony Hunt. And
running the football from the quarterback position if Penn State
down 7-0. Tony Hunt is behind fullback Brandon Snow. Robinson kept it, and I think he lost a couple of inches there as his knees went down almost right away.
Well, I think he was trading on getting push up front. And it looks like they
just picked it up. State, that defense gave up 773 total yards. That's a record for Northwestern. And Tony Hunt is stacked up. Medical school. 3rd and 9 for the Nittany Lions. Robinson with all the time in the world throws it into traffic, and it is picked off. Intercepted by Eddie Simpson, a linebacker who's been sharing.
Come down to an underneath receiver.
Instead, Simpson got the pick. And now Tyrell Sutton, who has the touchdown run for Northwestern.
Well, it only made sense that he feel like he belonged coming in as a freshman at the college level.
3rd and 5, and Northwestern now 5 for 5 on 3rd downs in this game. No pressure over the middle, perfectly thrown. And then Michael Robinson threw an interception. Bazinet keeping it, and he gets inside 5 on 3rd down, so they are 3rd and 3. Play action, Bazinet going to keep it, and he dances away. There's a flag on the field as
Brown on 4th and short.
5-yard penalty.
On their first 2 possessions. Pitch it to Sutton. And he gets outside. Good closing speed by Chris Harrell.
Green in front of him, and watch Harrell, the talented safety, just close things down. And these safeties for Penn State, 4 returning starters in the secondary.
Northwestern has converted all of its third downs this afternoon. Posluszny gonna have to take off. And he is stopped about a yard. Joel Howells has struggled as the field goal kicker early for Northwestern, but no struggle there as he nails it from 20. So not quite the ending that Randy Walker. And keeping the ball away from Derrick Williams, the very dangerous return man. And did Northwestern get it? It's a live ball. And the Wildcats, Rothroth, a sophomore from Columbus, recovering the kick as Sutton gets it, and Sutton keeps those legs moving. Posluszny with the stop as we take it here, and it's been all Northwestern so far. Posluszny throws it to a wide-open Jonathan Fields, and Fields will give the Wildcats. As the first quarter winds down, Posluszny going down again, a flag flies.
As young kids are thinking, and then you
62, 10-yard penalty.
the football, first priority, field goal range.
They probably have to pick up some more yards to get into field goal range, and that will certainly help. Well within his range, and Howells delivers. So Penn State, with a couple of turnovers, leading now to 6 points for Northwestern.
The field. Penn State only had the ball for 3 minutes in the first quarter.
They went 7 plays, 11 yards, and Robinson threw the interception. Now he's going up top, looking for a big play, and that's Dion Butler. It falls incomplete. The pass really could have gone for a touchdown if he would have hit him perfectly. Now 2nd and 10, Tony Hunt, the running back, and it's ACC opener as Boston College joins that conference. Now 3rd and 3, and Penn State gets its first down as Tony Hunt.
This season, only a 43% passer, and he's going to split out in the slot.
As the direct snap is taken by Williams today on 3rd and 5. Robinson upstairs and complete for the first down. He threw it a little bit behind Jordan Norwood. He's another.
It was a nice natural release. And you see he comes a little bit more 3/4 on it, throws the ball slightly behind on the slant, but still a nice ball. And Michael Robinson keeps the chains moving.
Robinson goes 4 and 5 as a starting quarterback for Penn State. 3-0 this season. Lots of time. Robinson slinging it towards Williams. Make it Justin King, and Justin King for the touchdown. Another big play for this Penn State offense. Just a big play guy all the way around.
And he's working against a big-time corner in Marquise Cole. He just runs by him. I mean, these 2 true freshmen, Williams and King, they're scary on tape. You watch their speed. Defensive coordinators are going to have to find them on.
King has only 8 offensive touches this season. He has a 59-yard catch, a 61-yard run on a reverse, and this one a 37-yard touchdown. Penn State right back in
over
it.
40 yards in their first 3 games. They only had 5 touchdown passes over 40 yards in their prior 3 years, Pam.
And McConte with the kickoff return. Check that, it's Gerard Hamlet, and a fumble, and Penn State gets it right back. So a disastrous turn of events now for Northwestern, up 13-0.
Team is legendary across the country for taking care of the football, not putting the ball on the ground. Randy Walker stresses it. It might have been a bit of a trip right there, but Hamlet gives up the rock, and Penn State was really up against it early in this football game. A big play to Justin King from Michael Robinson, then the turnover, and all of a sudden, Pam, Penn State is right back in this game.
They have it 1st and 10 at the 26. Robinson going right back up, and that one is deflected and will be picked off. Intercepted by Adam Cadella, one of the starting linebackers. So for the 2nd time today, Robinson gets picked off, and again, it's on a deflection. Dying quail that went out of his hand, but he was run into, and the 2nd pick thrown by Robinson. Posluszny tries to escape, and he throws it out of bounds. Studio, loving Purdue in this game, but we saw Minnesota a couple weeks ago. Great offense as Posluszny is stopped a couple of yards short of the first down. Right here, big game, 3rd and 1. And Tyrell Sutton gets around the right side of that offense.
Arizona State in that offense.
2nd and 6. Sutton again, the running back of choice, but he is tackled down by Scott Paxson with 6 of its 8 third downs today. Blitz coming. Posluszny does not get to Bazinet, who completes the pass.
We're going to hear some more of them as far as the national championship is concerned as the year goes on.
3rd and 4, Bazinet looking downfield for Fields, and he makes the catch. A flag goes down, and Fields somehow was able to twist his body around and make the catch. And the penalty obviously declined. 1st and goal, Sutton in for the touchdown. So the huge catch by Jonathan Fields sets up the 2nd touchdown of the game for Tyrell Sutton. Fields has 3 catches for 61 yards today. Robinson going right back to work, has a man wide open. That's Hunt. It's picked off of Hunt's hands, and Marquise Cole takes it inside the 5-yard line.
And Northwestern with an opportunity here to really put the Nittany Lions behind the 8 ball.
And check that. That was not 26 Hunt, but 25 Brendan Peretta, the sophomore wide receiver, who couldn't hang on to it. Bazinet goes down, and Michael Robinson now has 6 interceptions on the season, 3 of them today, and that one is almost taken by Anwar Phillips.
And if he can just secure this football, he's going to take this for 6 points. Just a half a step slow on the break. Nice play by Anwar Phillips. Back to the Big Ten Conference.
Almost took it away from Kim Thompson. Now on 3rd and long, Bazinet goes down. So a good defensive series that time for Penn State. Tamba Hali, the senior from Teaneck.
Red zone situations early.
Bill Howells from 42. He's not usually accurate from this range. And he shows me. Howells knocking it home from 42. The longest by far this season for him. Now, and 23-7 over unbeaten Penn State. Nittany Lions try to counter football game. Here we have a 2nd and 5 for Penn State, trailing 23-7 to Northwestern. That one is completed to Williams. And obviously, and it was a good call on the field. It was not caught. Robinson running for the 1st down, and he gets it.
If this offense is going to be successful.
There you see a couple of carries for 14 yards. Robinson going up top again, has his man and hits him for another first down. Penn State now in Northwestern territory at the 44, and Tony Hunt has a lot of running room. Can Henderson catch him? Henderson, number 27, does, and then he is finally brought down by Eddie Simpson, but a huge
late wake-up call at the hotel this morning. Halfway through the 2nd quarter, still reacting on offense and defense like they were asleep, but they're starting to get their rhythm. Nice blocking up front.
Had a 7-yard touchdown run against South Florida, the first game of the season, a career-high 140 yards as Robinson loses the football, and Northwestern recovers. So for the 4th time today, Robinson has turned the ball over. 3 picks, and now the fumble.
There's something going on there, and I think Penn State offensive coaching staff is going through some decision-making right now.
Flags down on the field. Early movement by Northwestern, but it's a possession today. 5 for 5. Sutton, a ankle tackle. One thing that Randy Walker will not tolerate, as Sutton is stopped short of the 1st down. Penn State going to try to get on the board before the half is over. Michael Robinson fumbled the ball last time he had it. This time he hands off to Tony Hunt. Nothing doing.
They've been impressive early, but Penn State has given them plenty of help.
And another tipped ball. Robinson hit.
Bottled up in the pocket.
3rd and 7. Big conversion, and they get it as the ball is now 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line of Northwestern. Time again for Robinson, and that one goes over. Robinson coming into this game completing 62% of his passes, but has struggled as he goes underneath to Hunt, and Hunt is tackled near the 1st down marker.
Screen pass and picks up a 1st down for Michael Robinson.
Penn State does have 2 timeouts remaining. Going the other way, Norwood becoming his favorite receiver. He's got Norwood to his right, but looks left the whole way. He's going that way, and it's caught for the touchdown. Dion Butler brings it in. Robinson that time with the perfectly thrown football.
Northwestern 23, Penn State 13.
Well, Dion Butler, a redshirt freshman, averaging 26 yards a catch coming in on the season.
Talked about at the top. It's the young freshman providing the threat on the outside. Michael Robinson to Butler. Nittany Lions are back in the game.
Pass to Butler to cap it. Now 1st and 10 with 30 seconds left, and Sutton gets it as Northwestern will have already given up 99 to Northwestern. With 3 interceptions and a lost fumble by Michael Robinson, not quite what Joe Paterno had in mind, but a late touchdown, and they head into the locker room down 23-14 in the Big Ten opener for both teams.
Dion Butler, the talented redshirt freshman from Michael Robinson.
When you take a look at the first half statistics, and Penn State actually drawing even in passing, Northwestern in total yards, but you see the big turnovers, and Northwestern with the 13 points off of those 4 turnovers, and again, they decide not to kick it anywhere near Derrick Williams. It's taken by one of the up men, Matt Hahn, and Hahn will give Penn State they were still very much in this game, and they did get their offense going in the second quarter. Tony Hunt, his first carry, slips an ankle tackle and then picks up about
Northwestern's defense was well rested on the bench.
They had it for 9.5, Northwestern for 20.5, and another fumble. Robinson loses again, but he picks it up, and Michael Robinson has just had all sorts of trouble. It's almost like he's playing with the silk football this afternoon. Snap a little bit high, but he pulls it down nicely. Fair catch taken inside the 5-yard line.
Work at the quarterback position.
A real student of the game as Sutton is just trying. They are up on their feet. They sold about 2,600 tickets, their allotment, and there's some others who have come over from the Chicago area. Aaron Cobb, the tight end, among Anthony Serrato are back deep, and that one is not going to get anywhere now at the 39. Little play action. Robinson looking for another big play over the middle, and he has his man. The ball is caught by Norwood, and Norwood is having a career day.
Made some impressive throws, and this is not a throw most college quarterbacks can make. The skinny post, and Robinson fits it right into the window behind the passing.
No gain, so 2nd and goal from the 8. Robinson gets it tipped again, and that one falls down. Cofield at 6'4", able to get a big old hand on that. 3rd and goal. Robinson looking for Brown, and he can't quite.
Gonna have to hit a couple of these balls to keep drives alive.
Kevin Kelly from 25 yards out, and he punches it through. Penn State had a 1st and goal from the 8 and got nothing, but they are now within a touchdown. Northwestern, Brett Bazinet, and the Wildcats coming out. Bazinet going to pitch it out, and that is taken. Sutton with him in the backfield. Posluszny coming on the blitz, so he sneaks the pass out and stops short of the 1st down. Bobby Ross, who is almost led Army to that upset last night against Iowa State. Bazinet picks up 3. There's been the question mark, obviously, for the Minnesota Gophers is their defense and their inability to stop folks. And a big one going on in Minnesota, and that is a heck of a catch in the last possessions. 2 straight, and they really needed that one, especially in the field position game. Good run after the catch by another situation, 3rd and 5. Zips it, it is tipped. That one was... And it's a fake, and it's going to work. Peterson gets the ball and then is tackled down. Didn't play high school football, even as a punter. He showed us a little bit of ability. There's big-time running ability in Tyrell. 3rd and 2, and they do give it to the young freshman. Big hole, and Sutton takes it, and Tyrell gets the 1st down. Which is saying something, obviously, with the talent they have. Bazinet up top, Herbert again with the nice turn, but he was unable to get away. Very talented Noah Herron, high snap, and Bazinet goes down. The whole play was messed up because of that. Went 62 yards, but was stopped short. And there you see the inconsistency of Howells, as that one wasn't even close. There's 3 interceptions and a fumble for the Nittany Lions, who are unbeaten. Tony Hunt slips away from a tackle and then gets free on the outside. Herschel Henderson finally able to corral him. Now 2nd and 10. Derrick Williams in the backfield and is going to pitch it to him. And Williams is tackled down so far this season, does McGargle. 3rd and 4. Robinson keeps it, he'll get the first down, and he spins away. Michael Robinson, showing what kind of weapon he is with his feet, gets it inside the 20.
Secret. They want Michael Robinson to throw the ball. And if Penn State can create some additional success with him running the football, he's going to have open receivers.
Hunt gets it on 2nd down. Tony just barreling through, keeping those legs moving. Hunt gets the pitch, turns it up inside, and he is stopped short. It is a 28-yard field goal attempt. He is hit from 25 today. And Kelly, the freshman from Langhorne, Pennsylvania, knocks it through. Huge 3rd and 15 for the Wildcats, clinging to a 3-point lead. Under pressure, you dump it down to Tyrell Sutton, and the true freshman stretching with all his might to try to get the first down.
2 ways to go. You either run the play or you try to draw him offside.
And maybe a hard count coming up from Bazinet, who has Sutton in the backfield, but no, they go for it, and Bazinet gets it, and that was a biggie. This time he pitches it to Sutton, and Sutton able to get inside. He got a good block down.
He's going to be successful.
And he gets it again, runs away from Tamba Hali, and that scared away some of the recruiters from big-time schools as Bazinet gathers in the high snap and then finds his receiver. Coming back very nicely on the ball. 6 in the 2nd half. It'd be a 46-yarder right now if they don't advance it further, and they won't because the ball is tipped down. Chris Harrell, he missed a 46-yarder on the other end of the field in the 3rd quarter. And this one is good. So Howell switches sides of the field, and he's able to punch it through. 1st and 10 from the 26. Robinson to his running back Hunt, who got a good block on the perimeter to pick up the first down. Trying to take the first lead of the game and possibly win. That one is complete. Williams joining Robinson in the backfield, and they pitch it the other way, go against the grain to King, and Justin King is free. Finally, he is taken down from behind, but it will be 1st and goal for Penn State.
Well, the big difference over a year ago, the playmaking ability of the true freshman. And they hand the ball off. Actually, just pitch the ball to Justin King as he comes around the end around, and you see his speed and his vision. He has a special package of plays. Remember, he's going both ways. He's playing cornerback and wide receiver. What a playmaker.
That was a 43-yard run, so it's 1st and goal from the 8. Robinson zips it into the end zone over the head of Isaac Smolko. Robinson going to keep it this time. Breaks free and heads into the end zone for the touchdown. From 8 yards out, Penn State has tied the football game.
Offensive coordinator getting back to his strength. Michael Robinson, no doubt he's a dynamic runner. He's made some nice passing plays in this game. He's also turned the ball over a couple times. We saw the misfire on the prior player to a wide open Smolko in the end zone, but he is a strong runner and a dynamic runner.
The Wildcats pin back inside the 10. That ball is flicked out to Tyrell Sutton, and another hold against the Wildcats. Penn State showing blitz. Here they come. Bazinet going outside, a dangerous pass as Alan Zamaitis was there on the cover. Once again, Minnesota unable to hold on to a lead in a big Big Ten game. Bazinet nowhere to go but down. Penn State defense really has tightened up here in the 2nd half.
Has had himself a big gain at the tackle position.
Yes, he did get that 46-yard field goal by Howells here in the 4th quarter. Oh boy, there comes the late flag. as Bazinet was hit out of bounds.
Bazinet was in the field of play when the contact occurred.
But that is a huge play that enables this drive to stay alive. 9. Bazinet gets it out to Fillmore, and he is stopped. Bazinet rolling, and then throws back and gets the first down as he hits Jonathan Fields. Pressure up the middle, dump it off to Tyrell Sutton, and Sutton picks up another Northwestern line. He was a defensive end last year. And Bazinet gets close to him. Sutton gets the pitch, picks up the first down, and is tackled down around the 27-yard line.
Northwestern's going to have to finish this one off.
Bazinet pitches to Sutton, gets through a hole and keeps on going down to the 10-yard line. At the tie and send it into overtime. Bazinet right up the gut, tackled down at the 5.
You're probably going to lose the football game, so a tough offensive play call.
3rd and 4. For Howells and the lead. And he puts it through, and Northwestern regains the lead. A drive that started on their own 12-yard line. All 3 of its timeouts remaining, and no chance. A great kickoff for Howells. First down from the 20. Robinson going downfield, and that one just ticks off the hands of Williams as it was thrown a little bit high. 10 from the 20. Pocket collapses, and Robinson goes down and lost the football. But Penn State hangs on to it. It's the 3rd time today Robinson has dropped the football. He's only lost 1 of them, though. It is actually 3rd and 13. Not 2nd and 10, 3rd and 13. Huge play coming up. Robinson with time, goes underneath the hut, and he is hit immediately. A great defensive play by who else? Tim McGuire.
With 1 timeout, you have to go here. I mean, you take a look up at the clock. You only have 1 timeout to stop the clock after a first down play for Northwestern. And that would only leave you about 15, 20 ticks left on the clock if you're going to get the ball back. So you have to go here on 4th down.
McGargle tackling Hunt for a 2-yard loss, so it's 4th and 15. Here comes your ball game. Robinson with some big play receivers, split wide. Going over the middle for his tight end, Smoko, and he makes the catch for the first down.
4th and long. You only have 1 timeout left. Paterno forced to go for the first down. And look at that throw by Robinson, fitting it in between 3 defenders.
He is a freshman, but he has not been tested from long range. Robinson with time, zips it out and completes it to Dion Butler, and the freshman kicker getting warm on the sidelines. 1st and 10 from the 47 of Penn State. That one is also complete as he goes right back to Dion Butler. First down at Northwestern's 40. Robinson floating one towards his receiver, Derrick Williams, and just out of his reach. Minnesota now trailing Purdue in overtime. The overtime is not over. Minnesota has the ball, but trailing now by a touchdown to Purdue in that game to keep you abreast. Michael Robinson escapes danger and then steps out of bounds. Blitz coming. Under pressure, he throws it away, and he has his man. Derrick Williams takes it in for the touchdown. Robinson keeping his poise with Eddie Simpson closing in on the blitz, and Penn State takes the lead.
Robinson converted a 4th and 15. Really a special play to keep this game alive. And he was facing pressure in the pocket, corner route. I mean, what a play to even get that ball out on Michael Robinson's behalf. And Derrick Williams, an emerging star for Joe Paterno. Watch Robinson in the pocket, facing pressure right up the gut, defensive end from the backside, That looked like Eddie Simpson arriving late. I don't know how he got that pass off.
So Williams
could take your team quite a ways in 51 seconds.
Kevin Kelly, a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Gerard Hamlet brings it out and gets it out to about the 27.
He's going to have to get big chunks.
Look towards the sidelines, and that's what he's doing. Bazinet, and that is picked off. His receiver, Fillmore, fell down, and Anwar Phillips gets it, and that should seal the win for the Nittany Lions.
This had a very good ball game for Northwestern this afternoon, and trying desperately to rally his team. Fillmore fell down on the sidelines. You can see the side judge drop the hat. Fillmore ran out of bounds, and Phillips closes the door on the Wildcats.
And Penn State will go to 4-0 on the season.
Well, this football game is over if Michael Robinson doesn't come through to Smolko on 4th and 15. I mean, by the narrowest of margins, and then the best throw of the ball game, the biggest play by Michael Robinson this side of the 4th and 15 was to hang in the pocket and make that throw. I mean, he took a big shot from 2 defenders and still got the pass off Derrick Williams.
Those are the true freshmen, and they came up huge. Derrick Williams, a 36-yard catch from Michael Robinson, wins it 34-29. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. Coming up next, it's College Game Day Scoreboard presented by Acura. On behalf of our entire ESPN crew, this is Pam Ward saying so long from Evanston. What a ball game.